Today we are going to learn about the charging IC, how it looks and what is the number in the schematics. आप देख सकते हैं स्क्रीन पर माइक्रोस्कोप्स में जो माइक्रोस्कोप्स के थ्रू कैमरे के थ्रू कनेक्टेड है और टीवी पर आप देख सकते हैं और यहाँ पर भी आप देख सकते हैं इस आईसी का जो नंबर है बेसिकली वो U7100 सेमेटिक्स का नेम है एंड इस आईसी के ऊपर जो लिखा हुआ है वो लिखा हुआ है ISL 6259 ISL 6259। इन केस अगर आपकी चार्जिंग आईसी खराब हो गई है, आपको चार्जिंग आईसी अगर परचेज करना है तो बेसिकली आप ISL 6259 नंबर के थ्रू परचेज कर सकते हो इसको। ये जो है सेमेटिक्स में आपका ये जो नेम्स है ISL 6259, ये आईसी के ऊपर आपके जो नंबर्स लिखे हुए रहते हैं ये वो नंबर्स हैं। और U7100 जो लिखा हुआ है बेसिकली ये जो सेमेटिक्स के अंदर इसका नेम है ये वो उसका नाम है U7100 एंड बेसिकली इसका एक सिंगल पेज है। अगर इसके मल्टीपल पेजेस होते थे, अगर ये दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड रहता था तो 1 of 2 वहां पर लिखा हुआ होता था। तो चलिए अब इसके बारे में हम लोग देखेंगे। सबसे पहले ये टर्न ऑन कैसे होता है, इसको टर्न ऑन होने के लिए किन किन चीज़ों की ज़रूरत है। सबसे पहले इसमें आपका आता है PPDC_G3H, that is number 1. So it goes to the charging IC that is called DC pin number 2, and then after that there is a one more power which is coming from PP5E1 charger VDD. That power is being generated from the PPDC_G3H. There is a one more circuit inside the sematics, and then later on there is a voltage divider resistor. As you can see in the schematics, it's written AC pin threshold set to 3.2 volts. So basically when you get here, like if your battery is connected, then how much volt will you get? When your charger is connected, then how much power you will get? So you can understand from there. Pin number 1. So once your battery is connected, then you will get in a MacBook Air 8.6 volt, right? 8.6 volt. Yes. Once your charger is connected, then how much you will get? 16.5 volts.
With charger or with?
Yes, with charger. So that is called 2-cell battery basically. So once it comes to 2-cell batteries, then it will be 8.6 volt or 8.5 volts. When it comes to 1-cell battery, it will be around 4.2 volts. So here we will get 16.5 volts, and through that voltage divider resistors, here we will get on the number 3 3.2 volts. We can use the voltage divider calculator to check how much power we are getting here if it's not written in the schematics, right? We can use the voltage divider calculator if it's not written there. So number 4, float cell for 1S. Like look, when it's not powered on, then how much voltage is going to be there? Float cell for 1S. Like if it's 1S, then how much voltage is going to be there? 4.2. Because the cell value has been decided, like 4.2. So if it's floating, if it's not turned on, then definitely the power is going to be 4.2. If it's turned on, then how much is going to be? 8.6. In MacBook Air, your PP bus is 8.6. In MacBook Pro, 12.6. In MacBook Pro, the newer one, 13.1. So there is a 1 cell, 2 cell and 3 cell batteries inside the MacBooks. So after the number 4, it will generate a signal that is called SMC, BC, AC, OK. So once that signal is generated to the SMC, SMC will get a power. SMC will get a signal from the charging IC, and there is a more further works for the SMC, and then SMC will give the instructions to the other slabs. But first we will study the charging and then we'll go on SMC to identify what was the signal. So on the number 6, as we can see, there is a MOSFET called inrush limiter. If that MOSFET doesn't turn on, here we won't get the power, PP bus. It's not going to generate because through that MOSFET, this PP bus is being generated and this whole circuit, it's turned on. The upper MOSFET and the lower MOSFETs control the switching MOSFETs and it's generate the PP bus. So basically from the number 6, as you can see, at the same times they are turning on both the MOSFETs like inrush limiters. It will get the power from PPDC_G3H and it will goes from source to drain and drain to source, and then the number 7 will comes and there is a current sense resistor. So through that resistors, it will get the power to the MOSFETs, and there is a CSIP and CSIN, current sense resistors. There is a 2 resistors basically. So these 2 resistors are going to monitor the current which is coming from that MOSFET. So these 2 resistors are going to monitor that. Once it's been monitored perfectly, then what will happen? Here is a upper MOSFETs, as we can see here. CHR boot, charger U gate, charger phase. So basically here we can see charger U gate, that is drive high, that is called drive high, like as we know it. This MOSFETs work on the principle of the electronics, that is called 1 and 0. So once it's 1, then it will energize the inductor and it will give the power through this MOSFET through here Q7130, and here the power will generate and it will identify through the phase like how much current is being there, and it will goes to the capacitor C7125, and the C7125 is the supporting caps to work that internal MOSFETs. If that supporting caps is not there, then this internal MOSFET of the IC, the boot, U gate and the phase, the upper MOSFET of the IC, it's not going to work. So this circuit should be working in order to work that MOSFET. So after that, there is a 11 number that is called charger battery gate. So let's move to the charger battery gate. The charging circuit is being finished here, and there's something more actually that is called charger VFRQ. So that is a variable frequency of the charger. It sets the limits, it sets the speeds of the charger. So once if that resistor is not good or something happens, then we need to identify that circuits. If our MacBook is charging very slow speed at very slow speeds, then we need to check that resistor. So once this is generated, then here as we can see it actually, once this power has been generated, PP bus We can see it here actually. The power will comes from inductor pin number 2, and it will comes through that voltage. So it will comes through that resistor called R7150 current sense resistors.